YouTube, Angie will be coming home. I'll be heading out. As you see out there, there is some light snow out there. Flying out there. And thought I'll just come home and we'll do a little, maybe a little chat on the couch again tonight. Like we've always been doing this winter. Tomorrow we'll be heading out of the apartment. Maybe head out of the apartment a couple of times next week. Right now, we're just going to stay in. It's only 32 degrees out. Not bad. A lot better than 32 below. Yeah. Alright. See you later.
Hello, YouTube. And you guys, I will see you on the next clip.
Hello, YouTube.
I've already said it.
Yeah, Angie's already said it. Hey, I know it's past 10 p.m. and that. Reason I delayed this video for so long, good thing I did, because Angie on my personal Facebook page shared a very good news that could affect our Amtrak trip this summer. Yes! Yes! For right now. We'll explain in a little second here. Okay, the good news for this for our trip is one thing we are hoping for at least a park to open up. Well, as of we're filming this video, Six Flags, a national amusement park chain, has announced that they will be planning to open all their amusement parks, including Magic Mountain in California.
Yes.
With some restrictions. Where basically restrictions where we've been here, done that before with Arnold's Park and Adventureland, where I think they're going to go mask required, temperature checks before you go in. That means a brain scan. That means they'll put a gun to our heads, check our temperatures, and see if we are smart enough to ride those rides. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. But we've been there, done that with Arnold's Park. Adventureland was optional. They didn't really take a temperature check, but park was so big anyway, and it was a dead park anyway for the whole day. The water park was more full than the dry park at Adventureland last year. So if you saw that video last year, that explains why we didn't wear no mask at Adventureland. And that,
right,
but we did have to wear them at Arnold's Park because that was the hottest spot of the two locations.
That's where I got my mask.
Yeah. So even with let's say even if rides at 50% capacity, except certain rides like the Scramblers, they can run at full capacity because they're spread out anyway.
Yep.
The Ferris wheel, if they have a Ferris wheel, that can be at capacity because they're spread out. Certain roller coasters can run at full capacity because of the spacing that they have will be okay. But otherwise, the rest of them is going to be at 50% capacity. Figure how they're going to do it, which is, like I said, we've been there, we've done that, basically. So it's going to be good news for our vlogs, basically. Now we just got to wait on the news.
I'm hoping to hear more from other people that live out there.
Yeah. Right now we're just waiting on the good news right now we're just waiting on Knott's Berry Farm, which is Cedar Fair Park, which Cedar Fair is planning to open all their parks this summer.
Yep.
And that would have been our original plans last summer if it wasn't for this, something called a pandemic. Oh, we're still in it. Oh, I better bite my tongue on that one. Even though we're still in this pandemic, I'll have to admit, there's a lot of places people realize, hey, we're still in a pandemic. Still have to take your precautions one way or another, so be careful out there. I know when we booked this Amtrak trip, that's why we're taking the roomette. We had planned to get a roomette, because I don't think I want to wear a mask on a train for, let's say, for 36 of possible 40 hours.
No.
Only time you're not allowed to wear a mask is when you're showering and eating and drinking. That's it. Otherwise, a mask can be on. But if you're in your own private room, according to Amtrak rules and regulations, once the door is closed in your private room, you can take those masks off and all you want. That's why we're taking a roomette. And besides that, meals are included, too, on top of it. You notice that, Angie? Meals are included when you book a roomette.
Yep.
And non-alcoholic drinks. Actually, they've changed. Actually, when we book our trip, they're going to start in May 21st. I think they're going to start opening their kitchen more on the dining car, where basically you can have a nice cooked meal full meal instead of one of those glorified microwave meals. You can have one of them if you want.
I know.
But I think we'll just have a sit-down meal instead, right?
Yeah.
Cooked. That's known that Amtrak's good for, those expensive meals. So that's good news for at least for right now.
Yep.
But all this can change in last-minute notice, in last-minute situations. So things can change in the last minute. So we are going to be aware of it. Once we book in May, like we'll talk about a booking in May. We are committed to this trip, regardless of what's going on. We'll be committed to this trip all the way through. So when we book in May, we're just hoping that no last minute changes has to take place. Hopefully everybody is, right now we're almost 1 year in this pandemic, we are in 1 year pandemic. For us, everything got messed up on March 17th of last year.
Yes.
And that. So we're almost in 1 year ourselves. But the pandemic has been around for over a year already. Hard to believe. But yeah, it's just got to take the proper precautions out there. If you have to go out, try to wear the face mask as much as possible. I know weather is going to be warming up. Weather's going to be warming up a lot. And I know a lot of people are not going to be wearing those face masks on a hot summer day.
Please wear them.
But if you can, wear them. We'll just have to make it our call, basically. We'll just see what the local government requires. And hopefully the vaccines by then will be good for everybody, instead of select few. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Alright, like I said, we got some good news for this summer. Angie, thank you for sharing it on Facebook.
Yep.
And one of our people that likes to watch our video, Mr. Pookie65. He can't wait for those videos. I hope you guys can't wait for those videos too.
Guys, I shared it from one of my friends.
And the only thing I'm going to be debating on is how am I going to film the Amtrak trip. Right now, I'm going to be looking for an editing software that allows me to edit videos for 1 hour.
You guys, remind me to remember to bring the laptop with.
Yeah. But I'm going to do some other forms of editing, practice editing. I might practice putting 2 40-minute videos together in one video and see how that works out. Make one complete video and just add the other one complete video and see how that turns out and see how that works. But I'll find an editing. I just need a real good editing software. I just can't use a free one or a reduced price one.
Sorry guys, I keep yawning.
So I'm maybe looking at it. I look at some editing softwares. I'm not going to download any editing softwares. The one that gave me close enough what I needed was Movie Maker at the time, but that's not supported by Google. That's not supported no more. Basically, in fact, when we got the other desktop computer, that never came with it. So actually, the previous computer before that never came with it. But the computer before that came with it. But then I lost the ability to edit, so I had to scramble and find another editing software real quick. Basically, so that's when Rudy came in and helped out on that bit. But yeah, some good news coming up this summer. Looks like our plans is coming together.
So far,
but
so far, so good.
So far, so good. But there's always be a monkey wrench ready to be thrown into those plans at any time. Alright, like I said, a good thing I waited. I was just going to do a regular babbling video, but I thought when Angie shared that Facebook post...
And I said I've shared it on his.
I thought I'd just share it with the rest of you right now, but looks like things are looking good as of right now.
If anything else opens in California, you guys, please keep us posted.
If anybody out in California, like Angie said, keep us posted out there with any rules, regulations. Please keep us posted. We will have a live show talking about this in May because we're looking at ideas. One thing is I'm planning how I'm going to do I'm going to do the Amtrak trip because we got rail fans likes to see the entire trip, all 3 days in one video. And that's what I'm leaning on towards that. Instead of having 2-3 parts, and I just watched a series of videos that did 3 parts. The first part did very, very well. The second part did very poor, and the third part was so bad. Well, I mean, it was so forgetful. People don't even watch them, so I can't do an Amtrak trip in parts. Even it is our daily lives, but we got rail fans out there that kind of likes to watch the whole video from start to finish. Our take on the Amtrak trip. If I can squeeze it in a 41-minute video, I think that'll be good. Would it be good enough for you guys?
Sorry, guys, I'm yawning.
Because I'm going to have to watch everybody else's videos. I'm going to have to film parts where they miss, or show parts that I like the most and blend it in something that they haven't blended in. But we're just going to focus on key parts. We'll talk about that later in May. But yeah, good news in California that we heard that Six Flags planning to open up their parks. Disneyland, we're not doing Disneyland.
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive. That'll eat up that'll eat up at least 30% of our budget just for one day. That is an expensive place to go. We're not going there. But we're going to go to Knott's Berry Farm. When they announce their opening, we're going to go to Santa Monica Pier for a little while. That's going to be a short one, but I'll blend that into a regular day video. And we're doing Magic Mountain. That's the key park I want to go to.
That's the one that I found.
Yep, that's the one that's planned to open in May. Right now, we're going to shut down this video.
Alright, you guys, please like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Guys, and we'll see you later.
Bye.